Super Mario Bros. 3 has a simple, easy to defeat enemies you'd expect a Mario game to have, like Goombas or Koopa Troopas. But this video isn't about those basic enemies. No, this video is about the annoying enemies in the game. You know, the aggressive, irritating enemies that do everything they can to make sure Mario does not advance any further. I'm sure these enemies have made countless people rage quit the game in frustration, or yell some not very nice words at their television when they cause Mario to die. And that's what these enemies are good at, causing deaths and just straight up getting in Mario's way. I'm going to be ranking what I consider to be the 10 most annoying enemies in this game. As usual, this is just my opinion, and it's fine if you disagree. With that said, let's get on with the video. Number 10 is Rocky Wrench. This enemy may not seem that annoying at first, but once you've encountered them enough times, you start to see just how annoying they actually can be. Rocky Wrenches throw wrenches at Mario, and they often can be almost impossible to avoid. They seem to love to throw wrenches right where you're trying to jump. There's not much you can do except take the hit. Still, they're not the most aggressive enemy, which is why they're at the bottom of this list. Number 9 is the Cheep Cheep. I'm referring specifically to the red Cheep Cheeps that jump up out of the water. These fish can be incredibly annoying since they just continuously jump towards you. You're constantly having to dodge them, and sometimes they'll come at you at an unexpected angle, and you'll just have no choice but to take the hit. They're definitely not the most fun enemy to encounter, but they're not the worst either. Number 8 is Lakitu. Lakitu does everything within his power to make sure Mario is as miserable as possible. He's constantly throwing things like spinies, or even spiky green balls down at Mario, and they just get in the way and sometimes are almost impossible to avoid. Lakitu is very aggressive as well, doesn't seem to want to give up. You can defeat him by hitting him on the head though, which is why he's not ranked higher. Number 7 is Buster Beetle. This is one of the most aggressive enemies in the entire game. They run towards you in a very quick and aggressive manner. They also love to grab any white block they can find and immediately toss it at Mario. Buster Beetle seem to want to take out all their anger on poor Mario, so it's no wonder they made this list. Number 6 is the Hammer Bro. Of course this enemy is here. Hammer Bros aggressively throw hammers up into the air, and these hammers can be extremely hard to avoid. Unless you have incredible timing, it's almost impossible not to take a hit from one of their hammers. There's also usually 2 of them jumping around together, which definitely doesn't make things any easier. Number 5 is the Fire Nipper Plant. This is a super rare enemy, but that fact is not going to keep it off of this list. The Fire Nipper Plant is just like the regular Nipper Plant, only it's much more aggressive since it can shoot fireballs out of its mouth. These fireballs are definitely not easy to avoid, which is why this enemy has earned a spot so high on this list. Number 4 is the Fire Bro. This is another extremely rare enemy. Just like the Fire Nipper Plant, these guys aggressively spit fireballs at Mario. You have to defeat 2 of them to get the game's 3rd and final warp whistle, so I guess it makes sense to have these aggressive and annoying enemies guarding it. Good luck taking them both out without taking a hit. It's probably not going to happen. Number 3 is the Pile Driver Micro Goomba. In addition to having a name that sounds like a WWE move, these enemies have to be some of the most annoying enemies to ever appear in a Mario game. They look just like normal bricks, and you can lose your power up or die if you hit them. It can often be hard to tell the difference between a real brick or one of these guys, but that's not the only reason they're annoying. They often jump at weird and unpredictable angles, and there are times when you just have to take a hit from them, even when you know they aren't an actual brick. Number 2 is the Boss Bass. Also known as the Big Cheep Cheep, this giant fish seems to really hate Mario. Or I guess it could be possible he's just really hungry. Either way, this guy most definitely is annoying. He swims very quickly from one side of the screen to another, and will jump up at Mario if he's close enough to him. This enemy can actually devour Mario whole in one gulp, which is kinda funny, but also incredibly horrifying at the same time. I'm sure this fish has irritated and annoyed countless people who have played this game. Number 1 is the Angry Sun. Here's an enemy that literally hates Mario for just existing. You first encounter this enemy in the Quicksand level of World 2. He starts off just angrily staring down at Mario for the first part of the level, but he decides he's had enough of Mario existing about halfway through the level, and decides to come down out of the sky and continuously sweep down at Mario in an attempt to take him out. While the Angry Sun is incredibly annoying in this level, this encounter with the Angry Sun is not why he got number 1 on this list. You actually encounter him again in level 2 of World 8. He's even more annoying here. This level is already hard enough since you have to use these music note blocks to jump across these bottomless pits in this level. It's even more difficult and annoying when you have an angry sun trying to swoop down and kill you the entire time you're trying to make it across. Well, that's it for this video. There's definitely quite a few enemies that just barely missed making this list. This game actually has a lot of enemies that can be annoying at times, so if you didn't see an enemy you were expecting to be on here, that's why. This video was a little different compared to the type of videos I usually make, so if you enjoyed it, then please leave a like to let me know to make more videos like this, and also to help push this video out to more people. I can definitely make videos like this for other games if there's enough interest. That said, I'll see everyone in the next video.